And why there's been no priority on it, I think it's kind of hard to say. There's definitely scenarios where the knockback, especially double knockback here, can be very valuable to try to snuff any sort of wombo engage with the Galio. So nice to see a visit to it. Something, again, that's really popular outside of Korea, but no priority. First game of Gragas so far in the 2018 season. Gorilla's deciding no fun allowed. He's going to have his 5th game on Braum, so far 4-0. And now we're looking for that blind pick top laner from Khan. Will it be a one-off, or will he return to something like the Gnar, which is available?
If he wants to go blind pick, something like the Jace here. Does make a heck of a lot of sense. Pick that made him famous, and they will go ahead and lock it in.
Now, Roach has been playing Riven in solo queue, so this is the point where either he has the trust of his team or he doesn't. It's a skill matchup. Definitely the Jace is going to be very, very comfortable. Could also go to this pick that's been hovered a couple of times in recent memory.
Okay, Malphite perhaps. I mean, this would be a lot of wombo engage here for Hongdu if they want to go to it. But okay,
let's go ultra standard and lose the minimum on the Ornn. But when it comes to the ability to push and roam, oh boy, do Kingzone have a lot of options here on the top side of the map. A farm fest in bot lane from the Kingzone perspective, and then wombos everywhere, with Galio and Rengar trying to profit off the lane control that Khan has in top side. If you're Kongdu, and you're Raze in particular, you say, a kingdom for some red side control, because we're going to see on the blue side, okay, Khan push up on the Jace, and then contest the enemy red side jungle, and with Galio and Rengar invading, problem times for Kongdu Monster. Very good team fight and initiation from Kongdu Monster, though. The Galio can do all the initiating you need on the blue side here, but another tempo draft from Kingzone. I think they really are focused on the 35-minute wins. They are the shortest average game time we have in Korea, trying to power past teams in the early game. Kongdu have a lot of options, but getting to those options, tricky.
So now it's time to find out, Papa Smithy. Does the team with the shortest game time get countered by my curse? Do we go to 3 games, or do we still have a 2-0, and do they just go on forever?
Hey, those 3 game sets for the second one. So KSV, maybe they'll have to worry about being spooked there. We also get the answer to the question I posed, dragons or monsters? Who is stronger? My first thought is certainly dragon.
I think it's going to be a dragon, perhaps, but maybe the monster can put up a good fight, and we'll have a nice show of it. That's about what we can hope for here, unless we're going to have some
fun, but very costly time, and he does waste his flash as well. I don't think that's going to be enough to draw Peanut bot side, who we know Prey and Gorilla always have that reputation of never taking ganks. Is Peanut going to at least start harassing out Roach? Lane ward down as well.
It's a lockdown on him. Roach just retreating over towards the tier 2.
Base damages from Roach aren't bad, so can't just chase him down and kill him like we saw Haru do a couple of times last year.
And Khan not really in a position with the wave. Tried to push forward and join Peanut there with the gank, so won't even be getting a summoner spell out of the Ornn. So he'll be fine.
Inch together towards his Glacial Shroud and holds on for dear life. That's what you're going to be doing if you're Roach. Also has Ignite to turn a turret dive because of the unsealed spellbook. Getting to look at a couple of the keystones here. We had one unsealed spellbook, Callista, earlier. We're going to see the roam down from Galio.
They hit it that time, but Prey jumps away. Tries to trade some damage back here on the
Secret
Secret as Gorilla also goes low. BDD now joining in as Gorilla almost dies, but the heal will come through to help keep him alive. Secret nowhere left to go. They'll just get finished off here slowly.
Invites this sort of play for Kingzone. Okay.
Fisher coming down here, looking for Raze. Nice boop away there as BDD was using the charge up, but that's going to leap in. They get him low, go forward. Big pulverize from Secret, but it's not going to be enough to keep the Gragas alive. He goes down now. Secret probably going to pay for this one with his life. Another charge in, has the blast cone, gets back in underneath the turret, and the Fate's Call will in fact drag him out to safety, but now Soul is going to be surrounded, and that's going to force out the TP from the top lane. And Roach will actually complete that one.
Yeah, he did actually push in a minion wave. Secret was so fortunate. The blast cone actually respawned as he was running away for him to flash on and then blast cone out of. That was, I'm sure, very tilting for Kingzone. BD's history on the Galio. Galio Oriana was kind of his champion pool for the majority of summer. All he had to do was wave clear.
Oh, well, here we go.
And he's turret bot side. There you go. So just want to end the laning phase here. 2 items already on Ezreal, so perfect timing to end the laning phase. Already power in their other lanes. Really, Edge is trying to rotate early and help out his team. As Raze again finding Peanut. That's
he's going to get locked down. BDD's coming around the side, gets the taunt. immediately off the back of the flash, and he will go down. Third kill here in the game. All of them in possession by Kingzone, as Khan also takes away the Gromp.
That was the first time Raze really misread the map. Earlier, just a moment earlier, Azir was walking up to try to stop a turret dive. Azir got called back to mid lane when Galio clearly wasn't going to look for a hero's entrance, and then Raze still stuck in the jungle, was taking camps, clearing wards. Heavily punished there. So mistake by Raze after such good play, and it could be punished in the biggest possible way.
I mean,
they are spotted.
It's been up for 8 seconds. They start this one up, and now it's down to about half HP. Raze just now respawning. It seems like Kingzone are going to stick to this one. Should be able to finish it off. Glacial Fisher deny them pushing forward, and the Baron will be taken. Now looking for the fight. Edge one hit coming through. Does get the pop up. He's going to flash and makes it to the other side of that explosive cast. Khan not giving up the perfect game yet, as he just keeps going back up towards this top lane where Roach is desperately trying to kill that Banner Command minion. But you can see it's quite the struggle here for him as Khan goes into hammer stance. Gets the smack away, and in the meantime, we'll see the inhibitors start to fall. Mid and bot both going down. Gorilla and Prey pushing forward, shoving Konglu Monster away from the final remaining inhibitor.
30 minutes in, still perfect game pace. Already have 2 inhibitors, so no need to go too aggressive trying to end the game now. Bates call.
Going low, Peanut jumping into the back, gets a ton of damage in onto Edge, forces out the flash, and BDD finds a Killian onto Raze at the same time. Secret doing his damage to try to control Prey, but he just can't do it. Running around like a chicken with his head cut off in the back lines. Can't get any CC out, and the rest of Kingzone is just pushing forward, shoving Konglu straight back into the fountain. As well, I mean, they would love to get into the fountain, but there we go, big Shurima shuffle, and they'll finally get a kill on the board, 2 of them, to avoid the perfect game at the end. Secret gets a massive pulverize, as Soul tries to get some spears in, but there's just not a whole lot he can do. Could nearly get the kill there on the Peanut, but they're gonna go ahead and try to turn this one around as Soul just sprints his way back into the fountain. Get a couple spears there on to Prey, but there's just nothing he can do. Final Nexus turret will fall. The Nexus going to follow soon here as Prey looks for that final shot. They will be able to get it. They get the ace in the end. No perfect game for Kingzone, but pretty damn close.
Yeah, an imperfectly perfect game from Kingzone Dragon X, playing to their draft, showing their strength, flexing but not being disrespectful until the very last against Konglu Monster, who will look back at this game and wonder how they never had control. The Gragas jungle very finally just destroyed by a team effort from Kingzone. The team efforts, the plans they have where they see a pick, and as a team they go, how do we take them down from level 1 wards, forcing them into blue side start. They traded vision, but even when the enemy trades vision, if your game plan naturally is favored by